Well, happy Friday. Oh my goodness, I am just an absolute mess today. So, you will probably notice just right off that we are not outside at the barbecue. And it is not because the weather isn't good enough, because surprisingly, it is good enough. I had planned on being out there, but we hit a few technical glitches, and it turns out I don't have good enough internet service out there, so I'm going to have to figure out something else to be able to take you guys out there with me. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to do instead. Golden milk. Have you ever heard of it? It's also called a turmeric latte or a golden milk latte or whatever name they give it. But it is an amazing drink to help you sleep at night. Now, sleep is more important than almost anything. It doesn't matter how good your nutrition is. It doesn't matter what the quality is of your supplements or any of that other stuff. If you are not getting good sleep, you are not going to have good health. If you are not getting good sleep, your weight loss very easily can stall. Your blood sugars can get all wonky. Inflammation can get worse. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. If you are not getting good sleep, your health is very likely going to deteriorate sooner rather than later, and it's not going to be a fun trip. So, what can you do to make sleep better? Well, studies have shown that screen time right before bed, it doesn't matter whether you're talking about your phone, your tablet, your computer, your television. I mean, how many of us sit in front of the TV and watch TV until bedtime? Lots of people do. I will admit that I even have a TV in my room. So what can you do about that? Well, you can buy blue block glasses, and you can also hope that at some point I will remember to put my phone on Do Not Disturb before we get together. Okay, so there we are. Do Not Disturb. Last night was a rough night for me, and I don't know why. I was tired when I went to bed. I really, really needed some sleep. I was just exhausted yesterday. I didn't sleep well the night before, so I was tired yesterday. I had a long day. I should have crawled into bed and gone straight to sleep and not even wiggled until this morning. But instead, for whatever reason, my brain just absolutely would not shut off, and I got hardly any sleep last night. So, what can you do about it? Well, last night was not a screen time issue because I wasn't playing with my phone or, no, we weren't even watching TV. But turning your brain off, especially if you have an ADHD brain like mine, can be a real challenge. So we need to come up with strategies. And having a bedtime routine can really help. So set a time. What time are you going to bed? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever it is that works for you. Set that bedtime and figure out what it is that you need to do beforehand. So for me, I need to put the dog out, make sure that he does what he needs to do, make sure the house is locked up, make sure that anything that I need ready for morning is ready, and then I need to take a shower before I go to bed. It takes some time. You're looking at about an hour. So if you want to be in bed by 9 p.m., that bedtime routine needs to start about 8 p.m. And you need to know that, because if you need to be in bed by 10 p.m. and at 5 to 10 you start getting ready and you put the dog out and he doesn't want to come in for 15 minutes and then you have to shower and whatever, you can see where 10 o'clock is not going to happen for bedtime. Here's another thing that you can do. Read a book. Instead of sitting in front of your TV or on your phone or your tablet or whatever it is, read a book. Do a puzzle. Do a craft. Do something that does not involve the blue light from the screen. And if you are going to use a screen, make sure you get the blue block glasses. Okay, this is something else that you can do, and you're going to want to do it about an hour before you go to bed. This is called golden milk. Whoops, need to turn that off for a minute. And it is made with nice warm spices that have incredible healing abilities, and some almond milk or coconut milk, whichever one you prefer. Okay, let's take a look. So you need a pot. Don't do this in the microwave. Honor the ingredients that you're using. Add just a wee pinch of salt, and when I say a pinch, I want you to look at how much salt I have in my hand. I can pick it almost all up in one pinch, and I did pick it up in one pinch when I measured it. So we're going to put that in there. A little bit of salt is going to help regulate your blood pressure. If you're using Redmond's real salt like I recommend, it's also going to give you some trace minerals that are incredibly beneficial for you. Then we are going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of TSL Organics turmeric. And in the pot that goes. And I guess you're never going to guess what brand the ginger is. Yes, TSL Organics. Okay, there we go. So that is another 1/4 teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger this time. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of TSL Ceylon True Cinnamon. Now the true cinnamon is the cinnamon that gives you all the health benefits. It's the one that helps you lower blood pressure and boost your immune system and. Okay, now in with that, we're going to put 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to add 250 milliliters or 1 cup. I don't know, do you call it a cup? Milliliters? Whatever works for you. One way or the other, it is the same amount of milk, and we're going to pour that in the pot, and we're going to put it on the burner. Now, you want to put it on low. So we're going to put it on 2, and we're going to grab, maybe we're going to grab, there we are, a whisk. I just needed a whisk. And while this is heating, because you do not want to scorch it, okay, let's get this over here so you can see what's going on. So use a small pot because you don't want the pot to be too shallow. It'll be too easy to scorch the milk. Seriously, guys, you want to keep this on low. If you turn it up too high, 2 things are going to happen. First of all, you're going to scorch the milk. But second of all, when you're doing something like this, let me get this camera adjusted properly. There we go. Okay. When you're doing something like this, you want these beautiful, nice, warm spices that we're putting in here. You want them to have time to incorporate into this almond milk or coconut milk, whichever you're using. Now, the other thing that you can do if you want is add about a tablespoon, give or take, of butter. Now this is organic Jersey butter. Remember I told you, oh, look at that, I just splashed all over the place. I told you guys about the butter last week. It is amazing, and I really highly recommend that you watch for it in your local grocery store or organic grocery store, or find an organic dairy near you that maybe has Jersey cows. Now, I was going to have my other whisk that isn't quite as noisy. This one is kind of noisy. Anyway, my volume is low. Really? Again? Okay. I just don't know what's going on. Let's do this. Okay, is my volume any better now? Well, we will see what we can do about turning it up a little bit more. Okay, here we go, I think. Is that better? I'm hoping think we got it now. I'm not sure what's going on with my volume lately. Okay. Now, let's take a better look at this. This actually works better because now you guys can see this. Okay, is my volume any better? If you're listening right now and we're live, is my volume a little better? Maybe? I hope? Okay. Now, next week, you will find me on, coming up on Sunday, you will find me at an art market near Lacombe. So my volume is still not good. Okay, now what the devil is going on with my volume? Let's see. Okay, I am just not sure. Okay, maybe we'll try that. I think we've got it now. Okay, maybe we've got it now. I'm just going to have to speak up, I guess. Okay, now we'll get this going again. Okay, good. I'm glad that there it is. Okay, good deal. Okay, why are we using turmeric? We're using it because, we think about supplements as being something that you get in a pill form. And they're not something that you get in a pill form. Our vitamins, our supplements, should be coming from our food. And turmeric is an amazing spice that has anti-inflammatory properties. It has tryptophan in it that helps you sleep. It has all kinds of amazing health benefits. Ceylon cinnamon, again, something that has amazing health benefits. Ginger, again, do your research on the spices that you have in your cupboard. And if they're more than a year old, or a year and a half old, tops, ditch them. And, okay, shameless plug here, ditch them and get hold of me, and you can fill your cupboard with TSL organic spices. Now, if you were watching when we first started stirring this, you would have seen all of the spices just kind of clumping on top. And if you look at it now, you'll see that they're starting to incorporate. And so we're just going to leave this and just whisk it every now and again until it is piping hot. Take your time to do your research. This is no different than the pharmaceuticals that we were talking about the other day. Now, here's something for you to check out. Did you know that there is a new study that has just been published that is showing that statins, everybody knows about statins, they're the wonderful, amazing thing that was created to help lower your LDL cholesterol, even though science has known for 20, 30 years that LDL is not a good heart marker. And for whatever reason, they think we should lower it anyway. But there's a new study done that shows that taking statins is going to raise your blood sugar. It's going to increase your insulin. My brain just went totally blank. Yep, just went totally blank. Okay. You know what? This is what happens when you don't get enough sleep. And I had planned today on being at the barbecue and the salmon and all of that, and maybe someday that's going to happen. I don't know. It seems like every time I plan on being outside with you guys, I have something go sideways and it doesn't happen. So we'll see what happens next time. Oh, I wish you could smell this, because this is absolutely lovely. Now, I do not like tea or coffee or warm milk or anything else without some kind of sweet in it. That's just who I am. So, because we're using almond milk, I'm going to use a little bit of sugar-free almond syrup from Da Vinci. because you know that's what I do. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of sugar-free almond syrup to sweeten this up. And this is getting nice and hot now. It is almost ready. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's steam coming off of it, and it is absolutely lovely. Now, what kind of supplements do you take on a daily basis? It's something worth thinking about. And while you're thinking about what supplement, and I'm not one that doesn't take supplements, I absolutely have a list of things that I take. Is there a way that you can get what you need from your food or from spices instead of taking a supplement, instead of buying a bottle of pills? And I don't know. Depends on why you're taking it, how much you need. Now, I can eat red meat until the cows come home. I am not going to have enough B12. Oh, now we are boiling. So now this, look at how much more yellow this is getting now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this turmeric just looks amazing in here. So if you have something going on in your body that stops you from absorbing a certain nutrient, it may be that you just don't have any choice but to take a supplement, whether it is an oral supplement or an injection or whatever it is. Doing your research is going to help you make sure that you are getting absolutely the best out of whatever it is you're eating or drinking or whatever spices you're using. And if you have a choice, buy organic. If you can't afford to buy organic, then don't buy organic. Do the best you can do with what you've got. Nobody can ask more of you than that. All right, now I am going to show you what we've created here. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Look at how lovely that is. Now, if you sit down with a good book or a craft or something an hour before bed and you sip on this cup of golden milk, you are going to sleep much better. And if you are in Lacombe, Wetaskiwin, Innisfail, or Ponoka, and you want the TSL Organics new turmeric latte that is a little more flavorful than this one. This is kind of the standard one. Yep, that almond flavoring with the almond sweetener, sugar-free almond sweetener with the almond milk and the nice warm spices. When we get off here together, I may have to go and lay down and have a little bit of a nap. Maybe not quite yet. Take care of yourself. Go and have a nice hot bath. Do something to relax. If you're dealing with chronic pain, lower back pain, you know, whatever it is. For me right now, it is shoulder pain. And that's part of what was keeping me awake last night. Do something for it. If you have a rub that you can put on that is going to help take away the pain, do that. If it's something that you can find that's natural, use it. Drinking something like this an hour before bed is going to help reduce inflammation. It's going to help you sleep deeper. It's also going to help you. Turmeric is known for helping you get into a deeper sleep where your body is not doing a lot of the normal daily processes. During the day, when you're up and you're drinking water and you're drinking coffee, your body filters it right through and you run to the bathroom however often you run to the bathroom. When you get into a deep REM sleep, your body almost goes into it's almost like going into a coma. And when you can get into that sleep, your kidneys are not processing anywhere near as much, so you don't have anywhere near as much urine. You're also not going to get hot as fast. So you can get bundled under those blankets. If you've ever woken up in the morning and you're kind of half awake and within a few minutes you're just sweltering hot, but you weren't hot 5 minutes ago, you weren't hot all night, it's because your body's internal temperature goes down. Your body does everything that it can do to slow down processes that don't need to happen overnight, that are going to interrupt your sleep if they do happen. And then it takes that extra energy to rest and repair. So, have a cup of golden milk. Stock your cupboard with whatever spices you can stock your cupboard with. And use them to the best of your ability to help improve your health. So if that's a big bowl of buttered chicken with curry sauce on it, make sure it's low carb or no carb, whatever you can do. But use your spices to improve your health. You've got them, and they have all kinds of amazing properties, all kinds of amazing ways that they can help you. So do that. And have your bedtime routine. Turn your screens off, or use some blue block glasses if you can't turn your screen off, or if you have to lay in bed and watch the last 20 minutes of a movie, whatever it is. Do what you need to do to get your body ready for sleep. Take a warm bath, a warm shower, whatever it is, and then close your eyes and have a good sleep. I will see you on Sunday morning. Now, Sunday, I am at an art market, so my live is going to be from there. So join me, and I will show you, I'll tell you where it is, and I will show you what vendors are there, and you'll see what I'm doing when I'm not here hanging out with you guys. And I'm going to do what I can do to try and get this whole internet outside thing figured out. So hopefully that happens before the snow flies. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Do your very best to live your best version of this shining life. A quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter teaspoon of ginger, a quarter teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla, and some almond milk. It's just that easy. I will see you Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Get some sleep. I know that is exactly what I plan on doing. Thank you for joining me. We'll talk